All right, so now for this, geometry. You're in the right place, right? So geometry, we are on lesson 16 for this one right here. So I need you guys to, this first thing, it states that I have my thing not going away. Right here it says, mentally evaluate the missing angles, measure in each figure. So I think I have most people, and there's no one with their cell phone underneath their desk right now, right? Okay, so I am going to pair up a couple. Okay, you're going to move over there with them, right? Okay, and can you move over here with her? Okay, please. All right, so now I'm going to have everyone paired up now. So now with this one, you and your partner together. You and your partner are together. So you guys talk about the first one. So 16.1 says, mentally evaluate all the missing angle measures in each figure. So when you evaluate them, I want you to write them in there. So you and your partner should be filling this out. So, get started. You and your partner.
Oh, yeah, back. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Look, your partner. It felt good.
Well, I don't care.
It's not gossip time and I need you to go do your work. Go. About time. Weren't you in my doorway a little while ago yelling at people? Don't you even. Where are you coming from? Yeah, where are you coming from? Oh, you were in this one? No, you're here.
I just take some
I just got everyone paired up right now. So hold on to this. You got it? Okay. So we are right here. She's changing. Thank you. So there was one opening, so of course they filled it. So all the rest of the angles, you're trying to figure out what the other angles are.
I heard it's not
Why is the cooldown for number 15 like extremely big? That's
You're still you got on the air.
Are you guys doing this one now? That's what you're supposed to be doing right now.
How's that piece of scratch?
Thank you. All the rest of it.
Like catching your old back.
You're supposed to be solving this, not playing with the tape.
It's not like they want you just. That wasn't even me. That was you. It's not even
I like to put stuff on that screen.
bro. Yeah, I put stuff on
Yeah.
not like stuff that I just find, like stuff in mine, like. What would you want me to do with you?
What?
Yeah, I end up listening to those yelling. Not thinking. Whatever.
Well, it has to be right now.
Alright, next season, if you're fine. When I know the
Okay, so Class?
Yes.
Okay, so, I don't know what happened, but in the instructions, no one listened.
No.
It was actually scary. I had this mouth right here that wouldn't shut up long enough for me to actually talk over people, so I'm going to try this again. So, mentally evaluate. So now, evaluate mathematically means what? Say solve. Find the value. Find the value. We're looking for the numbers to go along with this. Okay, we're looking for these numbers. So, okay, evaluate the missing angles in each figure. Now, angle measure. We know a couple of these things. So, angle EAB. How much does that whole thing make? 180, right? EA to B is 180, right?
Yeah.
So that's a straight line, isn't it? So if that's a straight line, could I find the other side of this if I know that one's 50?
Yes.
So you would say that angle EAD would be how much?
130.
There we go. That's what you guys are doing. I had people staring at me and they didn't even read the instructions.
Okay.
Come on now. Okay, you guys are doing the rest of these.
Mentally evaluate the missing angle
Oh, when the mouse gets messed. Yeah, I'm fed up with that one already.
Mentally evaluate your missing
Alright, you guys, let's see if you guys were paying attention. Okay, the first one. First one, let's see what we got. So, EAD came out to be how much? 130. So that one's 130 degrees. Because we know all of them together have to add up to 180. Alright, so, if we know a straight line is 180, IEF would be how much? 150, right? So if that's 150, what is IEH? How much? 30, very good. 30, because that's another straight line right there, right? Okay, so the other side, HEG, is going to be HEG.
150.
150, very good. So it's not that bad. A lot of people just got to be able to, read the instructions. Okay, for this next one right here, what is FCE? 115, right? Okay, so now let's go back over here. So now we got all that. So now let's go DAE. What is DAE going to be? 45. What is DAB? And BAC? There we go. It wasn't that bad. I don't know why, but okay. I need you guys. Maybe it's just long weekend. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay, long weekend. Okay. So 16.2. Listen up. 16.2 says there that can't be right, can it? Here's a figure. Listen up, please. Here's a figure where ray R meets line L. The dashed rays are angle bisectors. Now, class.
Yes.
What does bisect mean?
Same.
Same. It is same, but come on. Cut into two equal parts. So, class, what does bisect mean? Cut into two equal parts. So now, say it again. Cut into two equal parts. Everyone's saying cut into two equal parts. Thank you. Hey class, guess what? What does bisect mean?
Cut into two equal parts, man.
So if I get you to repeat it over and over and over again, you might actually get something out of it, right? So, we are going to cut it into two equal parts. Now, let's flip it so we could actually get to the diagram. Alright, it says right here. So let me get the lights on this. Okay, it says Diego made the conjecture that angle form between the angle bisectors is always a right angle, no matter what the angle R and L is. Here's L and there's R. Okay, it's difficult to tell specifically which angle Diego is talking about in his conjecture. Label the diagram and rephrase Diego's conjecture more precisely using your labels. Now, with your partner, you guys are trying to actually figure this out. Okay? So, with your partner, you're trying to figure this out. Okay? So, you guys are going to work together to try and figure out if you could actually make this work. Okay? So, you guys, you and your partner, get started. You grab your stuff.
Conjecture. What? Look at. You know what? Shut up.
I keep looking at my teeth.
All right, guess and check. Guess and check. See what you can do. Okay, try something. Okay, you have some very creative people in here. You could try something.
Yes. I know I did that, right?
Okay.
Oh, then you look at it from here now. 20.
You're good. It's a weird question, and that's why it's like a. It's almost like doing a. Actually, it is doing it. Yeah. No. Give it some variables. Throw it in there.
Impossible.
Yeah, you can do that.
That's 40.
Oh, I had it right then, dog.
That's 20.
Okay, we're just trying to actually, you could guess each other. It says that this is bisected, right? What do I know about this? Okay, what about these two pieces? Okay, so now,
So it's the
use that information so you can figure out
So that's the one has to be the same. It'd be right angle. So once the right is 90 degrees. One has to be 90 degrees.
yes, the dotted line is asking if that would be a 90 degree.
Damn, you got the eyes, I can't see.
You're seeing
Between R and L.
it could, or could it? Okay, so I said you can guess and check.
Yeah, I got.
Guess and check. Okay, so we have some angle over here that's bisected. How we know that? So if you put a number over here, bisected, and then
I got
over
one.
here, bisected.
And then I told her what was happening, and she
See,
someone who taught me.
No, I don't.
That's a couple. That is for 1 week.
Listen, when you see the proof, you'll be like, what the hell? Then you'll understand what I'm meaning about yes and check.
Okay.
Is this?
I don't know how to word it.
Okay, so you're saying that that's what ain't right. So what's that sign? So what would be the other sign?
It's just like 90
It would be
degrees.
20, right? Yeah, because they're bisected, right? So that would be 20 and that would be. Yeah, okay. So now, then you have to look at the other way.
We're not using that.
Okay, that's what I mean by yes and check. Throw some numbers in.
If there is a dot, you do
Okay, so now this is, it's all
that
correct.
and you have to
So
match
if
the line
you
that
put a
way.
yes,
So how do you find out this?
I'm gonna say that this is gonna be how much? Give me a number. All that.
No, you want to check this.
Use it. Okay, you're saying that's 7, right? So
You know what I'm talking about, right?
there and there. What does that line do? Okay, so you're gonna have each side will be how much? There you go, put 35 there. 0. Okay. Just in what would that be?
My paper.
Okay, so what would that be?
Check if this is these two
Now,
are
what was the question? It's asking if the dotted lines make a right angle.
Yeah, it is. And that's the thing. Or just
It's gonna be like
so right angle is the
Didn't you just make it up? You just made it up and it worked.
What word?
the
Tell me. What word?
The new guys got it. Where were you at?
I don't know. It's space, man.
I guess I was cheating on her.
Okay, yeah.
Because you were taking
Huh? Hey, come ask the new guy.
Hey, new guy.
Leo's got you.
Hey, new guy. Be my friend, please.
Huh? He got
Your
it.
answer.
Actually, I told him.
Is it, wait.
I told him to do that.
Is it really like a one-to-hail kind of question?
Huh?
Is it really like a one-to-hail kind of question?
Not really.
Then what is it then?
You took credit for the thing I told you to do.
Okay. All right, listen up. Okay, so now. Okay. I'm gonna listen, you guys. I'm gonna show you the proof. Okay, I'm gonna show you the algebraic proof for this to always work. Okay. Then I'm gonna show you with some numbers.
I don't like
Okay. I'm gonna say that this piece is gonna be A, and this piece is also A, right? A and A, right? Are they both the same?
Yes.
Yes. Is it bisected? Are they both going to be the same?
Yes.
Yes, they're both the same. All right, okay, good. I'm going to call this one B and B. Are they the same?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I know that all this together adds up to how much?
180.
So we're going to say that 2A plus 2B equals 180, right?
Yes.
Now, algebra. Do they both have a common factor?
Yes.
They both have a what? 2. Say 2.
2.
Yes, they both have a 2, so can I take a 2 out?
Yes.
So I'm going to go 2 parentheses A plus B equals 180, right?
Yes.
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 Huh?
You can't combine them.
I'm not combining them. Okay, I undistributed.
There you go.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yes.
I factored out a 2, so I undistributed.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, right? Okay, so now I'm going to divide both sides by 2.
What?
What?
What are you doing here? Hold up. What did you undistribute?
The two.
Okay, so now, what's 2 divided by 2?
2.
2. 1.
It cancels
One.
out.
1.
1.
1.
What is, okay, this one right here, what is 2 divided by 2?
1.
Okay, so,
Oh, okay, guys.
woo! Man, that just hit right there. All right, so now, watch. These two cancel.
Yeah.
A plus B equals,
180 over 2.
which is?
90.
So, all the time A plus B will equal.
90.
So it's asking, will these two together always add up to 90?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to throw in some numbers. All right, you ready, new guy? Okay, new guy. He said this right here, he said from here all the way to here is, you said 70, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he said that's 70 degrees. We're just making it up as we go.
I got what?
I just made it up as we go on. Chill, girl. Okay, okay. So now, if the whole thing is 70, what is each side?
35.
25.
Ow.
Okay?
Are you kidding?
All right, are you guys okay with that much?
Yeah, man.
Say yes. What part of that don't you like?
No,
Listen, I'm just guessing and checking. I'm just throwing in some numbers to see if this works.
That the numbers aren't even.
Wait, how do you have two of the same sides though? Like.
Okay, watch. What did the dotted line do?
Pizza.
Cuts into two equal parts. If the whole thing is 70, each side is?
35.
Yes. Ah. Okay, good.
Oh, I see. Okay, wait, I'm dumb. My bad.
Okay. Are you okay? So now the whole thing together has to add up to how much again?
180.
180, right? So from here all the way to here is supposed to be how much? 110. 110 degrees, right? But this dotted line right here does what? Say bisect. It bisects my angle, right? So if this is 110 altogether, what is each side?
55.
So
I don't get that number. What are we doing here? I'm not smart enough for this.
okay. Now, do all of it together add up to 180?
Yes.
By bisecting each part, we just made this up on the spot, right?
Yes.
But since we threw this in here, all the rest. Now, is it saying that A plus B equals 90?
No.
Yes.
Yes. Maybe.
Add them.
That's
Why are you trying to?
35, 55. It is always going to,
add up to 90 degrees.
woo, man. It will always add up to 90, even if you use different numbers. Even if you use different numbers, it's always going to add up to 90 here. Did anyone else use different numbers?
Me.
Me did. Okay, what did me have?
20.
20 over here and 20 here?
Yeah.
Okay, so me says 20 and 20, right? I'm doing it in blue just to make it different. So that means that from here to here has to be how much?
140.
140.
Yeah, I was gonna say 160.
140. So me says that's 140. Okay.
And then I haven't done the rest.
And each side of this would be how much?
I haven't done that part.
Each
I
side.
haven't done that part.
What's half of 140, me?
Divided by 2?
70.
70. Good job, me.
I didn't get that number. Come on now. I'm not fast enough.
You're going way too fast for my brain.
What?
This is too. I can't divide that fast, man. I can't do it.
Okay, so now, you ready, me?
Yes.
Okay, now,
Is she me again?
is my two angles right here add up to 90 again?
Wait. Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. We're talking about the ones in blue, right?
Yeah.
They add up to 90, don't they?
Yes.
Okay, does it work all the time?
Yes.
Okay, so, is this conjecture true? Explain your reasoning. Now, I want you to write it in your words. Your words. The language that you speak. Okay? You're going to write it out here. Please, please, please be English. Okay? So you're going to write it in English so I can read it. But you are going to explain it to me because I'm going to be the one reading it. Hey. I'm going to be the one reading it. You're explaining it to me. Give me at least 2 or 3 sentences right here. Yeah, oh my goodness. Not even a whole paragraph. 2 to 3 sentences right here. Okay. Capitals, punctuation, and spelling, too. Hey, I teach the math. I'm not going to grade it by English. Okay. Write it now. Man,
The new
her
guy's
day,
smart.
her day.
The new guy's smart.
He does it to himself.
For the 70s.
See?
Don't believe his lies.
Good job, new guy. Good job. You're just gonna be the new guy until we get a new guy.
The old guy.
I know, you're the old new guy.
The old guy. So what do you right here?
You okay? Okay, so now in your words,
Explain that.
I like that packet. Isn't that
Wait, how do we write it? No, I know that, but like, do we like be like?
Is the conjecture true?
No, explain it here.
Explain why.
Because-
Did we do it?
Yeah.
Did we do it more than once?
Yeah.
Yes, so we did it a couple different ways and it still came out to be right,
So
right?
we try it we try it a lot of times.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Okay, in your own words.
I'm gonna put that. In
Words.
I'm gonna 6 months up for it.
Words.
Wait. Who's ordering for you then? Like, how do we word that?
I have it still up there. I did the math for it. Or you could actually do
I'm
it.
done. I do want to learn.
You could do your numbers.
Mine. No, they're going to this way.
Okay, right? So you can do the whole thing, right? Words, how many sentences?
I need to go back to algebra.
That's one run-on sentences. Try again.
To be honest,
Almost the whole sentence. Doesn't have a period.
Thank you.
Okay, keep going. Explain it a little
What
bit
the hell
better.
does that mean?
Look, make it a little wordy. Act like this is like an English class.
No, please don't be like that.
Get out.
Write the words out. Okay, a couple sentences.
Two and a half. That's two. That's two.
She's like, yeah, we can run tests right now.
Now I feel like you're
She's like, we can run tests and we get back to the results. And I was like,
Keep going, all right?
Stop slapping people. It's not nice.
she's like, you can look at it. I was like, no, is there anything else? I was like, oh.
All right. Okay. Listen up. This next one. Hey, you, that guy. Pay attention up here. Hey, everybody. Okay, let's try this again. Class.
Yes.
Okay, I got your attention. Yes? Okay, good. All right, here are two intersecting lines that create two pairs of vertical angles. Vertical angles make what shape? It's an X. Try again. All right, what is the relationship between vertical angles? Write down a conjecture. Label the diagram to make it easier to write your conjecture precisely. Now, here's a hint. We did it on 16.1. Something like this. Okay? I want you to label it. Label your points. A, B, C, D, E. You're going to label those points. Okay? Write a conjecture that you're going to say is going to be what you think is going to be true here. Okay? So, you and your partner are going to actually talk about this and hopefully get it right. Like I said, you did it on 16.1. Okay? And the next one says, how do you know your conjecture is true for all possible pairs of vertical angles? Explain your reasoning. So, you guys are writing. Did you label it? Did you label it? Did you label it? Start by labeling it. Did you label it? No, you're just going to write a bunch of extra stuff on there. Don't do that. Bad. Start labeling it.
Oh, so pretty much, okay.
Yes, 16.1. Label it.
Okay.
Why are you being nice? So wait, come here.
Ah.
Bees.
I'm gonna walk all over here and just say
You're
label.
going way too fast.
Just like 16.1. Okay, 16.1. Label it.
What is the
Bruh, it's right there. Yes. Bruh.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
So like, I gotta label every line?
No.
Just
You wanna see?
label it, like that.
And if I'm right,
Bruh.
I get 2 hits.
Label it, just like 16.1. You need examples. Look at 16.1.
Oh,
Right there.
dog. Look. You gotta go back. You go back. You gotta look at this one. It's the exact same dog. Look how.
Those have dots.
So you should be able to like the same thing.
At first I labeled it like this.
Okay, see, so each put ABC.
Hey, that's a good start. That's a good start. Let's start labeling. Okay. So his looks better than yours. Where's his at? Okay, 16. Oh, you still working on it? Okay, so now make a conjecture. What can you say about this? Now look over on 16.1. I'll help you with it. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, I see it.
They are.
There we go. Okay. Now,
One for
tell me about it.
Wait.
Yeah.
You look over on 16.1.
You know what you're Oh my god, I just missed. Did you see that?
No, iPhone. You wanna give me the new Samsung?
You're almost there. You're almost
I
there.
know, but hold on,
That's
because
it.
it's
We
160.
could get those.
I mean, wait, what? 80, 80 plus 80, what did you get? 80 plus 80 is
Okay,
80.
so now tell me something.
It's 80 together,
Tell me
stupid.
something.
No,
So the conjecture means label using your points. Tell me what each one is. Okay? So you say D-A-E equals which one? No. We're just using the numbers to actually help us. Okay, so it's going to equal the same as what?
Wait.
What? No, you had 4 and 4.
Alright, we gotta find out the length.
There's 80 and 80, that's 160. I know how to do math. Why'd you laugh at that so much?
Oh, no, I'm right. No, I'm great.
Alrighty, okay. Now, a lot of people are still struggling for some reason. Okay?
Why do we need the colors?
What?
Why did we need the colors?
Because I'm going to use it right now.
Oh,
If you notice, I did it on the last one too, right?
no.
Oh, no? Okay. So, A, B, C, D, E. Now, for the information I have right now, hey, listen, it doesn't matter how you label it, okay? However you label it. So, relationship. So now, if I go back to 16.1 like I told you guys to do, I have 2 here that are vertical angles, don't I? I have 2 of them that are going to be that shape, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, 2 of them make the shape. Now, can you tell me what's in common about these? They're what?
The same on each side.
Very good. They're the same on opposite sides, right? Okay, so what would I say? So my conjecture here would be that angle A, E, B would be,
The same as.
I know, but what's the math term we use for same as? Congruent, thank you. Congruent to,
Dougie Candy. And it's green and I caught it.
so what is it congruent to?
A, E-T-C.
Oh, you gotta put it in the right order.
D-E-C.
D-E-C. We trace it over, okay? So angle D-E-C. All right, that works. So I got this one is congruent to this one right here. Anything else?
Nope.
Yes.
Oh.
So B what?
B-E-B.
BEC. Okay, so it's going to be angle BEC. So that's going to be this one. So now, do I put one mark in that one? Say no.
No.
No, because one mark means it's the same. So I have to put 2 marks. There we go. 2 marks here, right?
Yes.
So that one's going to be congruent to the top one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I will double that one there. So it's going to be congruent to angle. How do I say it? AED. AED. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how do you know your conjecture is true for all possible pairs of vertical angles? Explain your reasoning. Okay, what did we do on 16.1? Okay, we were given one of those angles, right? Okay, given one of the angles because they're both supplementary, right? So because these are going to be supplementary to each other, I'm going to have, let's say, angle DEC plus angle would be down here. CEB has to equal 180 degrees. So now for right there, I get supplementary there. And I would get supplementary on the other side there too. Now, does that make sense? Now, the answer is there. That is the answer. So I should not walk around and see someone's blank paper right there, even though I have the answer right there. Okay, yes, I am judging you back there. Okay, so now. Let's take a look. It says, what is the difference between measure of angle A and angle A? Based on today's lesson, give the most convincing explanation why you can for why A is congruent to C. Alright? So, you guys are doing the cool down. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Okay, share. Okay, next month's Loot Crate.
What?
100 views, right?
No.